Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog. It's Monday morning. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I've been extremely busy, so I'm really sorry I didn't put my Friday vlog. I hope you guys forgive me for that. But I'm back on the track, and I really want to share with you some of the stories I had to share with you, and I would like to definitely hear your feedback on it and hear your opinion, because this is something which is really interesting, and I would like to definitely have a little bit bigger conversation and bigger discussion about this topic. So on today's vlog I would like to chat about professionalism, but professionalism from a little bit of different context. And what I mean by that is I want to talk about professionalism which we can expect also from our clients. I'm not sure if something like this even exists. Maybe I just made that up recently, but I've got into some situations which really got me thinking about the relationships we have with our clients. And especially we're living in the world where there is always huge expectation from every business. I'm sure you guys know about it, and you hear so many stories where the business didn't provide proper service, or didn't provide good product, or there were some other issues. And quite often we see that there is huge rant on the business and people going after the business, and they trying to maybe not ruin the reputation, but they really want to spread the word that these people have no idea what they're doing, or they didn't provide good service, or didn't provide whatever. And the main reason I want to talk about it, because it seems like there is not quite balance between I would say the client and the business, and let me explain you why, what I mean by that. So let me share you a story with you which happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and it's been a little bit dragging to till today, and it's kind of solved, but it's still make me confused about this whole thing, and make me feeling a little bit upset, and make me I want to try resolve this situation, but I have to say that it's not easy thing. So long story short, I had a client a couple weeks ago who approached me to do the headshot. So at the beginning there were some issues with down payment. Then down the road, when we solved that problem, the client basically started canceling the photo shoots which we scheduled before. That happened a couple times, and then the client asked me to do the shoot during the time when I was already booked. That really upset the client, and at the end of the day, at some point I basically said, well, this is not going to work, because it seems like we cannot really find an agreement to work together, and there's like time conflict and stuff like that. So the client was really upset about the situation, and even I was trying hard. I've been losing other clients because, you know, all this time frames and you know, just making this whole thing work was taking so much out of my time that I just couldn't deal with this anymore, and I had to just let this go. And I had to say to the client, okay, you know, you have to find someone else, because everything what I'm trying to do here to make you happy and make this work just simply doesn't work. And the client sent me really, I have to say, nasty email saying that they don't want to, they never gonna work with me again, they never gonna recommend me, and basically they said that I'm so unprofessional and I have no idea what I'm doing and stuff like that. And you know, from one hand I don't really care, because you know, I deeply believe that it wasn't my fault, because I was trying so hard and I was trying to do everything what I can to make this work, but the client also didn't make any effort and didn't make anything to make this work on their end. So I really want to discuss this, because it seems like, as I said before, there's always huge expectation from the business, and if we do something wrong, or we make some mistakes. People are after all over us. People just basically, you know, they spread the word about how bad we are, and they just don't want to do business with us, and we have to somehow respond to this, apologize, and make them happy or do something for them in order to solve this problem. But I noticed if this happens, I would say opposite way, so the client is the cause of the whole problem, there is nothing what we can say. There is nothing what we can do. We have to just be quiet, and we have to somehow just let this whole thing go, because it's culturally, I found it's really inappropriate when we have to say, or we say something bad about a client. This is not professional. And from one hand, I completely understand that, and I really believe that every business should make their clients happy, and I have the same philosophy. And I also believe that there's no business in the world which trying purposely hurt the clients or do something which they shouldn't do. There's different circumstances, there are different things which can happen, but overall I found that most of those businesses, they do the best what they can do in order to make their client happy. But sometimes, as I said, there are situations where the client also is not, I would say, without the fault, and they also have own things going on, and they also have attitudes, and they also sometimes even want to take advantage of the business because they know their rights. So the main reason I would like to chat about it, and then I would like to hear your opinion on this, because I found that there is some disbalance between those two. From one hand, we have client who has all the rights. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the community I live in, and I was always hear from my colleagues from other businesses that the client is always right, and you have to make the client happy. But we never question what happened if the client doing the bad things, if the client's taking advantage of us, if the client do something which they shouldn't do. How we as a business owners can respond to this. Should we just basically be quiet, or should we say something? Most of the time we just don't say anything, because that's really bad reputation, and that puts really bad light on us. But if the client does it and they rant on the business, even sometimes they don't have a right, or we didn't do anything wrong, they still have right, and this is something normal for all of us. That's just basically what happens. If you go on the Google or you go on the social media, you see most of the time that there is huge disbalance between the business and the client. That the clients, as I said, has all the rights, and the business is basically have to be quiet, and they have to do whatever they have to do to make the client happy. And I don't know if there is any solution for that. I don't know if we can change that. But I want to talk about it because I feel that sometimes we are cornered, because there is some expectation from our culture, from the community, that we as a business owners, we have to do everything right, we have to do everything perfect, and if we don't do this, the client has a right to just go after us, destroy our name, or say something what we've done not the way they expected us to do. Okay, I don't want to put anyone in a bad mood. I just want to discuss this further, because I'm sure some of you guys, or all of you guys, have been in those situations where the client was just pushing the buttons and then trying to take advantage of you, or trying to do something which they shouldn't do, and then you still kept quiet and you didn't say anything. You tried to make the client happy. But my question is if this is right, or this is something which we allow to do, or this is to be something which is continued, or there's something what we can do about it to keep this some kind of balance between the business and the client, so both sides have rights to raise their questions or raise their concerns, or the one on another side doing something bad, we are allowed to say something. And I would like to add one more story to this, and that happened years ago. which put a little bit more context into this, what I was talking about. And when I came to Canada, one of my first jobs was working at the Walmart portrait studio. Basically, I was trying to learn a little bit more language. I would like to start like really facing people and basically talk to them and then try to explore this photography business. I know it was one of the lowest end jobs ever, but that gave me opportunity to do something what I like to do and at the same time make some extra money. And I remember back in the days where I worked there, Walmart studio had policy which allows clients to come in for the shoot, do the pictures, take them home, and then if they don't like them, they could bring them back, and then they got the full refund of this service. And I couldn't understand that much because, you know, some people they were doing the photos, they were taking them at home, they were shooting with the digital cameras, and they basically making copy of those photos and they bring them back. And that was a common thing which happened all the time. And at that time I was like really blown away, and I shocked that the client had whole rights. We were not allowed to ask questions. We were not allowed to raise why they even bring those photos back. We were basically just forbidden to even ask them about anything. And I hope the world is not going that path. I hope our job as a photographers, they have a little bit of more value that we think, and we also have to somehow, I'm not saying fight, but we have to put some really clear rules in the place that the clients also understand that we cannot be treated that they can come in like, as I said, the Walmart place where they can do whatever they want. They can always ask for money back if they don't like something, because I deeply believe that wasn't fair. And even when I was asking the managers about it, they like, well, that's the policy. Whatever we sell here, the client has always right to bring it back and just return it. And then they had no, whenever they've been doing that, they were not allowed to ask questions why or what was wrong with the product, whatever. Like, they have to just take it back and just give the money back and just wish them all the best. And I hope that the world's not gonna go this way with this kind of service, because then we're gonna be really, in my opinion, struggle, because people gonna feel that they have power and then they can do whatever they feel like it, and they can do whatever they want. So I'd like to stop here with this, because as I said, I could go forever. There's one more thing what I want to say, and everyone who is listening to this point, I would like to say thank you, and I would like to apologize for my English. I know there's few people saying, and I got some comments that, well, you have to really push your language skills, because that's really throwing some people off from listening to my vlogs. So I'd like to apologize. I'd like to say I'm working really hard on this to make this better. As I said, I've been in this country for several years. English is my second language, and also I would like to say that I don't script this whole thing. I don't really write this down and then just talk to you guys. I basically sit down on the front of the camera. I just put record, and whatever is on my mind, whatever is on my heart, I'm just letting these things out. So everyone who is listening to this, I can promise you that eventually I will get better, and eventually my language will get better. I'm planning to take some classes and some lessons to improve what I do as far as the language goes. So hopefully in the near future I'll be more capable of expressing myself the way I really want it. So everyone who is patient and everyone who is understanding, thank you so much for basically just understanding me and putting good words and making all those positive comments which kept me going with this. So again, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope that was helpful. I would definitely like to hear your opinion on this. I would like to definitely raise some discussion about those questions which I asked. If you guys have any experiences with some clients which you think that you should say something, or you should raise some concerns and make sure that we're not getting, as I said, cornered with some of those stuff, because we as a business owners, as I said, we're doing all what we can to make our clients happy. And I deeply believe, again, that there should be some kind of balance, and we should have really healthy and good relationships with the clients. So those are the really rare situations, but they happen and we have to be prepared for them. So yes, I basically want to chat more and learn something from it. So I would like to wish you a wonderful week, amazing photo shoots. If you like what I've been sharing with you, please subscribe to this channel. I promise you I will be posting some more interesting content. And in the meantime, have a wonderful shoot, guys, and I will be looking forward to hear from you. Bye bye.